We don't need our little slippers. It's winter. It's winter here for a couple more days in Australia. Okay, I'm just putting it on my little tripod. Yep, stay. So just to prove that I am on my little, oh my gosh, here we go. Now I have the tripod on a chair. Bouncy. Now, okay, it's disclaimer, I'm not a rebounding channel, okay? I'm supposed to be at Pilates this morning. Pilates got cancelled, so I am coming to you live. I thought instead of, well, mind you, I did scroll for 30 minutes. Actually an hour. I scrolled for an hour on YouTube. So I thought, you know what? Get up. You're supposed to be exercising. You've got this rebounder. So let's go do a live, tell you a funny travel story. Okay, so let's set the camera up because I'm not going to bounce like this, right, guys? I'm going to end up hurting my neck, right? So let's put that up. Hey, Deb, how you going? Bounce away, girl. That is it, girl. How are you anyway? Okay, so before I tell my travel story, I'll have my green juice. So I have a green juice that I normally would have a cold pressed juice, but I just buy this green powder from the health food shop. I'll put some collagen powder in that I get from a wellness company, and Bob's your uncle. Well, Uncle Jack is my uncle. So how are you anyway? Hey, Mikey Blaster 2, how you going? So I'm about to tell a funny travel story from Mexico. If that interests you, stick around. But I just want to say hello to everyone first, drink my drink, and then I'll tell you a story, okay? Hey, Daniel, how you going? Nicola! Apa kabar? Saya kabar baik. So everyone, Nicola Recipes in the chat is my friend from Malaysia, but she's living in Italy at the moment. And why I said those weird words, which probably didn't even make sense. Oh, I think I got it right. Apa kabar is hello in Indonesian or Bahasa Malaysia. And saya means I. Kabar baik means I'm good in Bahasa. So I think I got it right. Kabar baik. So Nicola is saying kabar baik, saying she's actually good. So yay, hello Nicola, how are you? I was watching your, so Nicola, meet my friend Deb Warwick. Deb Warwick is my friend from Spring, Texas, and she joins me on these lives a bit and says hello. But Deb, Nicola's Recipes, she's Malaysian, like I said, but she's in Italy at the moment. Her recipes she teaches us is in English so you can understand, okay? It's not in Indonesian or Malaysian or Italian, but so Diego's looking at me back here going, what is she doing? What are you, if I could flip this camera around, you should see Diego. He's wearing a trucker hat. Now, I know I'm going sidetracked here, guys, but Diego's about to go to Europe for the first time. Actually, Nicola's is on the chat. She's in Italy.
Oh, yeah. Free accommodation.
He's like, free accommodation. No, Nicola, he's not coming to visit.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
Free accommodation. I'll learn you how to teach you how to cook Aussie style.
Nicola's a really good cook.
Okay. Well, you tell her I'll come and stay at her place. Where is she?
My partner's going, Nicola, where are you? In Italy? No, he's just joking.
I'm not.
He's not. He's standing there going, I'm not. No, he's not. He's fine. So anyway, yeah, sorry. Nicola's channel can teach you how to cook really amazing, like when she's cooking, you can smell the taste of the food. Just saying, okay? That's how good her channel is, okay? So if you're interested in cooking, or actually even, okay, I'm interested in cooking a little bit, but I'm more interested in eating. And Diego's laughing in the background because he knows Diego's the cooker in the family, right? So Diego, actually I should give Diego Nicola's channel because then he can cook more like, you know, Malaysian inspired food. But what I'm trying to say, guys, is Nicola's Recipes, her channel, that's her channel name. has amazing, amazing food, okay? So I've got to bounce at the same time, guys. Like, obviously, I can't think, talk, bounce, drink all at the same time. You know, I've got a small mind. No, I'm joking. I've got a great mind. But yeah, Nicola, Deb, you should check out Nicola's channel. That's what I'm trying to say. And whoever else is in the chat, look, I am also half blind. I'm not half blind, but like when the phone's over here, the light's behind it, I'm bouncing up and down. It is hard to see the chat. I'm just saying. Where are you? I'm in southeast Queensland in Australia. So g'day, mate. My name is Dora, Explorer Dora 80. That's my channel. So don't be watching me for or following me for rebounding tips. I don't do rebounding. I mean, I do rebounding as a little exercise. I just bought this last week. So Nicola, I was watching your channel last night, and you were saying how you've been watching your friend's YouTube channel, rebounding, because you just bought a rebounder. I got this last week. I love rebounding. So the reason why I bought it was because I do a lot of walking and hiking, and you know, I'm getting at the age where I've got to think about other things, like, hey, I'm just going to put it out there, you know, like bone density, pelvic floor, this kind of stuff. Like, you just go like this, right? Jiggle, 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 jiggle. It helps that. It helps your face. So just simple act. Like, anyone can do rebounding. It's amazing. Okay, I'm not a rebounding channel, just saying. Kathleen, how you going, Kathleen? Okay, so my first defense is I want to jump up and down like really high, right? Like go, yeah. But if I do that right now, I've got a cabinet here full of like wine and wine glasses and stuff. It'll fall down. So I have to control myself. Okay, let me put this up again. I'm kind of bending down. All right. Did you find any huntsman spiders today? No, like guys, so people that think of Australia think Australia's really dangerous. It's not dangerous, guys. Like, there is no spiders. We're renovating our house right now, so the house is quite raw. So this is probably a good time for spiders to come in this house because it's quite open. We've actually got possums in our roof at the moment. That's how open our roof is. We don't have snakes in our backyard. I mean, there might be, but I haven't seen them. I live in suburbia, guys. I live in southeast Queensland, a place called Redcliffe. I'm 30 kilometres away from Brisbane. Yeah, I live by the water. Normally, like yesterday morning, I was walking along the beach, holding the phone up, doing a live. That's where you normally find me, right, guys? Or doing adventures around southeast Queensland, or ticking off my tick list. So my tick list is to get to 80 countries, right? So my last country that I went to was Luxembourg. Luxembourg is amazing in Europe. So yeah, I was there in May, and oh yeah, still got to drink this first. So guys, thanks for welcoming me in, Kathleen. So yeah, welcome everyone in, guys. I'm bouncing right now, so I can't really see the chat very well. I can just see bits and pieces of names. So, and I just pick bits and pieces. So I'm not being rude, anyone, because yesterday apparently I was rude. I didn't welcome people in because I was telling a story. So I'm about to tell another story. So if I'm rude, I'm being rude, okay? Because I'm telling a story, guys. I can't just tell a story, bounce or walk and look at the chat. So people that know me know that, well, I'm not being rude, okay? I'll catch up with you later. So Nicola's got here. I've covered most of Australia except Canberra. Oh, okay, so you've been to Australia. Hey, so Nicola, just sidetrack because I'm about to tell a story. So apparently you're going back to Malaysia soon. Is that correct? Because I know Jazz is saying that she's going to try to catch up. She wants to catch up with you in Malaysia. So where are you from in Malaysia? Because I love Malaysia. I had this amazing, maybe I'll tell a different story. Maybe I had an amazing trip backpacking around Malaysia, the main island of Malaysia, going to a whole lot of islands. It was so fun. But why I mentioned are you going to be home is because in January, I'm thinking about going to Phuket. I've been to Thailand before, a couple of times actually. I like Thailand. Food in Thailand's amazing. Amazing, amazing. But can't take away from Malaysian and Indonesian food. It's the best, just saying. I'm half Indonesian. So, you know, of course, my mum cooks the best food in the world. But I'm guessing that Nicola probably cooks the second best food in the world. Just saying. Actually, no, her mum. Her mum would cook the second best, and then Nicola has learnt from her mum. I haven't learnt from my mum because my mum, how she cooks, she goes a little bit of this, a little bit of that. She doesn't do measurements, so it's really hard to gauge how to cook. Diego's actually learnt how to cook her rendang curry. Her rendang curry is amazing. Do you make a really good rendang curry, Nicola? Oh gosh, I should stop bouncing. Yes, come over. I'll be there until March. Okay, good, because why I say this, I mean, I'm not guaranteeing this. I haven't even booked this trip, but I might be going to Phuket in January because there's a 3-day dance festival. So if people know me, they know that I love dance music. So there's a big festival in Europe called Tomorrowland. It's very expensive to go to. It just came, was it just last month? 2 weekends over in Europe. In Belgium, very, very expensive to go to. But all the big DJs go there. And yeah, it's a pipe dream. If I win the lotto, if all you guys, subscribe and watch all my videos over and over again, I might become monetized. I'm not asking for that, guys, just saying. I'm just being sarcastic. Who knows? But the one in Thailand, it's called EDC. One of my guy friends is going, and because it's cheaper. And yeah, everything in Asia is cheaper, right? So anyway, let me stop bouncing. You're from Cutie? I don't know, I can't read that. Hi, Matt. Matt! Hello, Matt, how you going? So guys, it probably does look a bit weird, but I don't really care. I could turn the camera down. Oh, actually, what I could do is I could put the camera up. Okay, hold on. Bear with me, because I know some weirdos in the chat. They'll go, what is she doing? The last time I did a rebounding video or live, someone said, are you bouncing on a cucumber? So I'll just leave that comment where it should stay. And I think I've got a few moderators in there. So if there's any weird questions or, comments, Matt, you cut them down, okay? You just go boof, 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 boof. Okay, so I'm bouncing, guys. Okay, that's the highest I can take that. Oh, wait on. Oh, no. Okay, guys, you know what? If people want to think dirty thoughts, they can think what they want. I'm just going to put the camera up because I can't do, yeah. Okay, so guys, today I've got a story time, okay? So I'm bouncing very quietly because, yep. Okay, so story time. So obviously Dora is a traveller. She loves travelling. She loves travelling in her backyard. As in I said, Australia is one of the best countries you could ever travel. People are scared to come to Australia because they think there's snakes, there's spiders. They're here, yeah. But they won't intentionally try to kill you, okay? Just saying, okay? So, yeah, Australia's amazing to travel to. But my goal in life is to travel to 80 countries. That's why my handle is Explorer Dora 80, right? So I'm up to country number 63. I don't know what that country will be. Question mark next to it because I don't know which it will be. And I was just talking to Nicola because I'm saying that maybe I might go to Phuket in January to see this dance festival. And Phuket is very close to Malaysia, so I could actually go to Malaysia. And I love Langkawi. So I could go back to Langkawi. So anyway, who knows what will happen there, but that's not a new country for me, okay? I've been there before. So, but I wanted to tell you a story time, okay? And Mike's there too. Hey Mike, how you going? So hello to everyone, guys, because I know I'm being rude. I can't see the chat very well because, yeah, I'm bouncing up and down. There's a light behind the camera. I'm not going to explain myself. So anyway, I'm going to tell you a funny story, okay? Where this funny story came from, because I was watching my friend Jazz Nomad TV. I'll link it in live later, okay, right? So I was watching her live, no, her video. So my friends here, Nicola, they all know Jazz. So Jazz is amazing. Jazz is my soul sister. She's African. She's an African proud lady. She's from Gaborone and she's living in the UK at the moment, but she's traveling right now on a £500 budget for a month in Europe. So power to her because she is house sitting. She's living off the land of the house sitting just to make the budget work, right? And she's talking about how sometimes kindness of strangers can help because like she said, she's on a tight budget, right? She's only got £500 for a month. So anyway, so she was fumbling around at the train station trying to find some money to pay for a ticket, right? And a stranger said, oh, here's €5. And they just paid for her ticket, train ticket. And it just got me thinking of, you know, when I'm traveling, when strangers have helped me out. And I just wanted to tell a funny story, because I'm all about funny stories, right? While I'm bouncing up and down, right? So, okay, let me just have some water. So the story goes, I was backpacking for 6 months around the world. Yes, I know I'm extreme, okay? So that was 17 years ago, okay? So I'm a backpacker at heart, love backpacking, still backpacking. I'm in my 50s now, okay? So just saying, I backpacked in my 20s, 30s, 40s, and I'm still backpacking in my 50s. When I was in Europe, Luxembourg was my 62nd country, I was backpacking. Okay, so when I went to Paris, which was my last stay before I came back home, I stayed in a backpacker hostel in Paris. It's very expensive. Europe is very expensive, hence why I had to backpack, because it's cheaper. So why I'm doing this, guys, is because it's really good for bone density and getting rid of the tuck shop arms, man. It's good for everything. Okay, I'm not going to explain rebounding. I'm going to tell my story. So, anyway, I'm backpacking. I'm in the middle of my backpacking trip. And 17 years ago, we didn't have the technology we did today, right? You can't really tell where you are financially sometimes if you don't log on to the computer and find your internet banking, right? And I'm also would limit that, because if you log on to, you know, backpacker hostel computers, you know, you could actually get your bank hacked. So I was very limited with checking bank accounts. I had a diary where I'd actually keep exactly what I was spending on food, accommodation, everything, right? I had it all budgeted, all that kind of stuff. So it looks like Matt is getting rid of some people. Thank you, Matt. And if there's Kathleen also getting rid of some people, I think Kathleen's also a moderator. There's a few of them in there. So anyway, I'm going to ignore them. Anyway, so as I said, I'm in a tight budget. 6 months around the world backpacking is not easy. It's very expensive. It was 17 years ago, still expensive. Things cost money, right? So, and I didn't know where I was financially because I hadn't been checking my account, but I knew I'd been spending a little bit too much money, right? So I was like, okay, I need to eat cans of tuna because, you know, I need to save my money, right? So I get to Cancun. So Cancun's in the middle of my 6-month adventure. I'd lived in Cancun previously, so I had lots of friends. I was staying with a friend, so that was cheap, right? It was free. They were feeding me, free. But of course, I wanted to go back to the hotel zone. So I don't know if anyone's been to Cancun in Mexico. It's fabulous, okay? It is like the Gold Coast on drugs. It is beautiful beaches, the most beautiful water you'll ever see in your life. It's got high rises, but I ignore those, right? It's about the beach. And the water, it's just smells of heaven, just saying. So anyway, so I had to go back to the beach because that's where I used to live once upon a time. That's another story. But I went back, I wanted to go back to the beach. But again, Cancun, very expensive, 17 years ago, still expensive. Had to behave myself because, you know, I'm traveling. I was about to do 3 months in South America, which has been my dream holiday, is to go to South America. So I had to behave because if I spent all my money, then I wouldn't be able to go to South America, right? So anyway, so I'm like, okay, today I'm going to go catch the bus, the local bus, it's cheap, to downtown, go downtown and then catch the local bus down to Cancun, to the hotel zone, the flashy, all the lights, the big resorts. Yeah. So anyway, I'm walking down there and I'm just, you know, contemplating my holiday, going, yeah, it sucks. I can't spend a lot of money because, you know, I'm a backpacker, you know, and yeah, I could blow all my money in 1 week partying like a crazy person and then go home. But why would I do that? I want to go and see South America. But I also want to go to the hotel zone and go where, you know, I used to live. So I catch, you know, I'm downtown, I'm about to catch the bus and I see a bar. Now, Dora loves a drink, okay? I'm Australian, we love a drink, okay? So I see a bar and I go, you know what? I'm just going to have a cheeky beer. A beer's not that expensive. I can have one beer and just contemplate how I'm going to pull all this budget together and, you know, save my money and try to travel, right? How do you save money while you travel? Anyway, so I sit down, have a beer, and I get talking because, you know, we get talking as tourists, we get talking. So I start talking to this Irish guy, right? And in a non-sleazy way, okay? So take that out your mind, I'm not sleazy. I had a partner at home, okay? So I wasn't there to pick up, just putting that out there. So I'm at the bar having a drink and I'm literally, talking to this Irish guy. He's a bit older than me, okay? And he's like, oh, I've come to Mexico. Because, I'm asking the questions. Why are you in Mexico? Why are you in Cancun? What are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. And he's asking me the same, right? That's what you do as travelers, right? So anyway, having a chat. And as you see, I like a chat. So I'm chatting away and he's like, oh, I'd love to go to the hotel zone, but I'm scared. I've heard Mexico is really dangerous, especially the hotel zone. There's drugs, you'll get shot, all the things that people think of when they go to Mexico. I'm like, first of all, you're in Mexico. You're in downtown Mexico, downtown Cancun. It's pretty dangerous in downtown Cancun, if you think about it. I mean, I know it's safe, but if you go to dodgy places, anywhere you can go is dodgy. Like I could go to Brisbane in a dodgy place and it not be safe. Just saying, right? Everywhere has a dodgy place. Everywhere has an undercurrent. But people think that Mexico, oh my God, you go to Mexico, you'll get shot. If you go to Mexico, you'll become a cartel carrier or like a drug carrier. My mum thought that. That's what she thought when I was living in Mexico, I was going to become a drug carrier. Anyway, because if you watch the news, you'll never go anywhere. Just saying. Okay. So anyway, obviously I don't listen to the news because, yeah. Okay. So that's another story. So anyway, talking to this Irish guy, I'm going, oh my God, mate, you need to come with me. I'm going to go to the hotel zone now. I said, look, I'm just going to put it out there because he looked like he wanted a drink, a lot of drinks. And he'd probably been sitting there having a few drinks. He wasn't drunk, but he was happy. Irish men are so funny. Their accent, love them. They love a drink though, okay, guys? So I put it out there and said, look, mate, I'll take you to the hotel zone. You can catch the bus with me, but I'm not going to a bar. I can't afford to drink like I'm having one drink now. That's enough for me, right? I just want to go to the bar, the hotel zone, look at the beach. It's beautiful. Oh, yeah, no, it's cool. If you'd like to take me, I'd be really, really thankful. So I was like, okay, let's go. So I paid for my drink, my beer. He wanted to shout me. I said, no. It's okay, I'll pay for my beer, okay? So I'm not that type of girl, right? So anyway, we're on the bus and I love catching local transport. So when I travel, local transport is the way to travel, right? Or walking, because you see more things, right? So anyway, I'm on the bus and I'm like, okay, I'm feeling nostalgic because I used to live in Cancun. Like I was 37. No, how old was I? I think I was 37 when I did this trip. No, I didn't. I can't remember how old I was. It was 17 years ago. I'm 50 now. If someone can do the maths, 17 years ago, that's when I was there, okay? But before that, I was a 25-year-old living in Cancun, okay, on my first experience there. Another story, but I'm nostalgic. I am like, oh my gosh, I remember that building. Oh my gosh, I remember that. Oh, that place. Oh, that looks the same. Oh, look at that water. Okay, so the water in Cancun is my lucky stars. It's my heaven. It's my everything, okay? So I'm looking at the beach. I'm just like, oh, it's amazing. I'm home, right? I'm home. And so I've got old mate next to me and he's like, oh, wow, this is amazing. Thank you very much for taking me. I wasn't going to go. I didn't know how to catch the bus. Some people don't know how to catch buses, right? It is what it is. So I'm feeling like a happy traveler because I get to take him with me and, I'm showing him Mexico, right? Well, it's not really Mexico, but I'm showing him Cancun, the hotel zone. So he's like, oh, this is so cool. He goes, so where could I go for a drink? I said, look, there's many places to go for a drink, right? Many, many places, right? So anyway, I'm like, okay, I've got a place for you, okay? It's amazing. I said, and like, I never actually went there for a drink, but I'd driven past there and walked past this bar thinking one day when I'll have some money because the hotel zone's expensive. And when I was living there previous, I was working and I didn't have a lot of money. So I wasn't spending a lot of money. So anyway, so I was like, okay, got a place for you. So we got off at the middle of the hotel zone where all the Coco Bongo, if anyone's been to Cancun, the Centro hotel zone is where it is at. They've got the Coco Bongo, you've got the Hard Rock Cafe, you've got all the big Argentinian steakhouses, all the names and brands. It's glitzy, okay? It's like Vegas, but on the beach. It's amazing. I don't think they have a casino though. Don't know. Anyway. So anyway, I take him to this little bar. Now, you've got the hotel zone on this side, like the ocean, beautiful ocean. If you know Cancun, it's like a peninsula. So they're on the middle, like there's a strip, beach. On the other side is a river, like a lake. Anyway, That's where the crocodiles are, okay? So there's crocodiles on the lakeside, right? So anyway, I'm like, okay, let's go. So I take him to this bar because, you know, Irish men like a drink, okay? So he's thirsty, okay? So I'm like, okay, let's go. I'll take you to this bar. I've always wanted to go, but, you know, I'll take you there and I'll leave you there because, you know, I'm off on my adventure, right? So take him to the bar. Now, let me explain this bar to you. It is so cool. Like, Matt, I reckon you like a drink, okay? I'm just generalising because Matt Lawton, he's from Cheshire, the UK. UK guys are very similar to Australian people. Well, not guys, UK women, people are very similar to Irish. They're similar to Australian. We like a drink, okay? We have a chat, people. We like a drink. We tell a story like I'm doing right now. So anyway, so I take him to this bar. It's on the crocodile side, okay? Yes, there's crocodiles in this lagoony thing. And it's a palapis. So palapis is like, you know, the straw hut things. So it's not really permanent, but it's a palapis. But it's a bar inside with all the alcohol and fridges and stuff. So, and around the palapis, you've got the swings. So, you know, the swing, it's like you're swinging at the bar. Very cool, okay? I love a swing, okay? So we're talking the swings at the bar, okay? So next to the bar, you've got the lagoon, literally crocodiles right there. If they feed them, you can see the crocodiles. Now, this bar feeds them too. So I'm not saying that you should feed animals too in the wild. But anyway, this is the attraction of the bar, okay? You sit at the swing bar under a palapis. You're in Mexico. It smells amazing. The weather's amazing. It's hot as hell. You need a cold drink. So he's like, come have a drink with me, please, please. I want to shout you a drink because, you know, you took me to here. Okay, I'll have a drink with you. Like I said, I told him I'm on this budget. You know, I'm in the middle of my budget. I'm about to go to South America. So I can't be sitting here having drinks. It's just not part of my budget, right? Though I'm feeling like I'd like to sit here and have some drinks because it's fun, right? Anyway, so I have a drink. And yes, those drinks turn into many drinks. And he paid for the whole thing, right, guys? And I'm not that kind of girl. He wasn't a sleazy guy. He wasn't trying to pick me up, okay, if that's what you're thinking in the background. No. He was an older guy than me. He was Irish. He was just very happy. He just wanted to have a drink, right? Now, he was shouting the bartender drinks. He might have had some money. Dunno. Didn't ask those questions, right? But he was shouting the bartender drinks. So this is probably by this time 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Let's just say that I didn't see much of Cancun that afternoon, okay? I stayed at the bar, okay? Hey, look, I'm human, right? And it was an experience, right? This bar's amazing. Now, there's all these tourists from different countries, different places around the world, and you're swinging at a bar, you're having a beer, you're having a chat to all the people around the bar. The bartender is really cool. He's also drinking. Now, then the shots come out. Now, Mexico loves their tequila, right? 1 tequila, 2 tequila floor. Pretty much that's me. So anyway, they're doing tequila shots. Now, at this stage, the Dora that you know is starting to become the Dora, the explorer, okay? In South America, when I do the next part of that trip, I become Dora the Explorer. What I mean by that is that's how I was nicknamed Dora the Explorer. My real name is Mutiara, okay? But that's another story, okay? Most people that know me in the chat know that my real name is Mutiara, okay? I'm half Indonesian, half Australian, born in Australia. Mutiara is my real name, but I become Dora, the nickname, in South America. So I'm in the middle of my holiday. I'm sitting at a bar. I'm having the best day of my life, right? Well, not my best day of my life, you know. I'm not saying that, you know, drinking is the best day of my life, okay? Just putting it out there. But it's sunny, it's beautiful. I'm at a swing bar under Palapis. The drinks are cold. They're starting to drink tequila. There's tourists all around me. You're having those tourist conversations. So if you're a traveler, you love to have chats with other tourists, right? Where have you been? Where you're from? Where you're going? What'd you like? All those kind of things, right? And you've got crocodiles behind you, literally behind you. They are chucking, I don't know what they're chucking at them, okay? But they're feeding the crocodiles. Back in the day, 17 years ago, the technology's not great. So I'm trying to take a selfie with a crocodile that's under the ground there. The photos are blurry. I'm probably drunk. It's a hot mess, right? I'm trying to take a selfie. Now, Dora loves a dance, right? So this is where Dancing with Dora probably came about. When I drink, I'm fun, I'm happy. I'm like that when I'm sober too, right? But I'm just at another level, right? So I'm like, hey, let's dance on the bar. The bartender's like, yeah, let's go. So he's on the bar. I'm on the bar. Everyone's on the bar dancing on the bar. It was hilarious, okay? Now, there was a girl I was talking to. She was from, I don't know, Colombia maybe? I don't know, can't remember. But she was gorgeous, okay? She was very sexy dressed. Like she was like, you know, the salsa. I can't dance salsa, okay? But she's on the dance floor. She's just giving it on the dance floor, on the bar. She's giving it like she's never given it before. She's dancing away. You could see up the skirt. It was just, but she's gorgeous, okay? So guys are loving this, right? The bartender is trying to hook up with the girl on the bar dancing. It was hilarious. I'm on the bar dancing. There's photos. It's really bad photo. I got the Irish guys, because Irish guys traditionally, I'm thinking, Matt, you're probably the same, don't like to dance. I'm like, come on, get up and dance. He's like, no, I don't dance. I said, don't worry, I don't dance either. It's like, come on. So anyway, he's on the dance floor and he's like standing there dancing like this, waving around because he's probably very drunk. And everyone's like, yeah! And then he got down. But I've got a photo of that. Can't remember his name. It was very funny. So anyway, that's my story, because that was like, I didn't pay, guys. I couldn't even tell you, like I wouldn't have even offered money because it cost a fortune. And he was quite clearly happy to pay, right? So I'm not saying when you go on holidays, you should, you know, be easy like that. I wasn't easy, but what I'm trying to say is it's not the idea of a trip, right? But what I'm trying to say is Jazz's video, someone, you know, paid for her train ticket and that helped her out that day. It was just a nice thing to do. She had the money, right? She could have paid for it, but someone just offered to pay it. I helped this guy go down to Mexico, down to the hotel zone, and have one of the best experiences of his life. I don't know if he remembers it, but it was a pretty funny day. And then I retreated because every time I said I wanted to go, he'd be like, no, stay for one more drink. I'm like, I can't stay for another drink. I've got to go. Like, you know, this is not what I do on a backpacking trip. Get absolutely trashed at a bar. Not safe to do as a single traveler too, just saying. So anyway, I retreat. I don't even say goodbye because I just can't. I just like retreat and get on the bus and go back to my friend's house where I was staying. And my friend, when I go back to she's like, where have you been? Why are you drunk? And I'm like, oh, I'll tell you tomorrow. So anyway, that's my story. It is 8:15. All right, so let me have a look at the chat. Don't forget to like. Yes, thank you, Matt. Hey, Susan, how you going? I should be connected to you, Matt. Yeah, Matt's a good guy. Check out Matt. He does like hiking and walking in Cheshire because he's from the UK. He does drone footage. Very cool guy. Matt, you should check out Susan, High Country Homestead. She's amazing. She does homesteading videos. She's a fellow Australian. You like Australians, so you just have to follow her, okay? You have to. And she did a video a short on wombats. Very cool. Nicola's there. I think Susan and Nicola know each other. And Kathleen, stay positive. Okay, what's wrong, Kathleen? Are you okay? Okay, I can't probably stay around and check out what's going on. Hey, Paul, how you going? Hi, Dora, and the chat. So, guys, I lost 45 subs overnight. What? Okay, don't worry about it, Susan. You lost 45 people that weren't going to watch your video. So, that's all right. They're robots. You will find 45 more people. Guys, if you're interested in homesteading, she's got an alpaca. Susan is a 50-something lady living on the land in Australia. If that's not appealing, I don't know what is. Just saying, okay? So you guys should check out Susan's channel. That is High Country Homestead. She's Australian. She's cool. Australians are cool. Just saying. Like, for example, Paul D. Australia. He's my mate from Australia. He's down the road from Susan, actually. And yeah, he's also cool because Australians are cool. So you should check out his check out his channel also. He does footage on his walks around Phillip Island. He lives by the beach because he's on an island naturally. And yeah, he's a proper cool guy. He just did a video on like all these pelicans. Like I do go to the beach and do a live and there's like 4 pelicans and I'm excited. He does a live and there's like 50 million pelicans. Yeah, pretty cool. So, yep. like I said, Nicola's channel is very cool. She does cooking, okay? Malaysian cooking inspired. Also, she's living in Italy at the moment. And so her cooking's a bit like infusion of Mexican, infusion of Malaysian and Italian and all different cuisine all in one. And she's just a all down lovely person. So she's also really worth looking at. There's Kathleen's Place that's in the chat too. Kathleen, message me. I think I saw someone say stay positive. So message me on WhatsApp. We're friends on WhatsApp. So yeah, message me. Because I'm about to finish this live. I've got to get ready to go to work. But Kathleen's Place, she's a channel I follow religiously. She is in Canada. She is from the county. They don't have states, they have counties of Saskatchewan. Doesn't sound like that, but it sounds cool. And her videos are about her journey in relationships, separations, reconciliations, her health struggles, and also being over 50. So if that's interesting to you, I think you should check it out. Just saying. She does a lot of lives too, so she's also worth checking out because she'll walk and have a chat with you like I do normally. Today's very random. I'm on a rebounder. Normally I'd be doing Pilates this morning, but it got cancelled, so I thought I'd be on the rebounder because why not? Dora, Katie is live too. Oh, okay, cool. Katie's live too. So there's another channel. Actually, do you want to put the link to Katie's channel? Because then they can all go check out Katie's channel because I'm about to finish up. And then everyone can say, hi, Katie. Dora said to come and check her out. North Pole, Alaska. That's North Pole, Alaska. Check her out. She's live now. She's a proper cool lady. She's in Alaska. How cool is that? She does normally, she's riding her stationary bike in the backyard, in like nature. Sometimes there's like moose going by, so I haven't seen that, but I'd love to. She's great like Dora. Thanks, Matt. So if you want to drop her actual link to her live, then people go check her out. But as I said, guys, please check each other out. Especially my friend Susan. She just lost 45 subscribers overnight, but I actually think that's not a bad thing. Those subscribers weren't going to support you, Susan, just saying. Okay, and you'll get them again, just saying. Better ones that actually want to watch your stuff and that actually want to like comment, watch, like, because, it's not about sub for sub, guys. Like, and that's why I kind of say, like, sometimes people like sub you when you go on lives, and I'm like, don't sub me, guys. Don't follow me. I'm not a rebounder. I'm a traveler. I tell travel stories. I like to have a bit of fun. I'm an adventure channel, okay? Everything's an adventure to me, right? This is an adventure. Going to work is an adventure, which I've got to go now. I have 15 minutes to get ready. See you guys. Thanks, guys. Thanks for getting rid of the weirdos. Thanks, probably you, Matt. Thank you. Bye. Oh, yeah, like. Oh, you have liked. I've got 20 likes. Thanks, guys.